What's up, guys? Barret. Just kind of wanted to go live today. Let's see here. See if I can get the chat going. Yeah, I don't know. Just want to go live. You can do whatever you want, you know. You give me a song, I can try to learn it real quick and teach it to you on any instrument: bass, piano, drums, guitar. Just have some fun, you know. We could just talk about music. You could request a song you want me to play. I've been playing around on bass here lately a lot. Just, you know, it's just fun, you know. I'll show you guys a riff I kind of came up with earlier. It goes, that's a pretty cool riff. Then you could just have it like going, I don't know. Remembers this bass line. Let's see how to go. Something like that. If you ever want to make up a bass line, all you gotta do is follow the little shapes like root, fifth, octave, and then you could do like the flat 7. And then you could do stuff like I don't know. Yeah, I was kind of playing around with that too earlier, like. I don't know, man. Anything I ever learn on bass is like, I forget it, you know what I mean? Because I've been playing bass more often here lately, but I usually just kind of learn something and then I don't play it that often and then I don't remember it anymore. That's kind of me and bass. That's why I couldn't really play that many bass lines for you right now, because I'd have to look them up. I'm not even sure the bass plays that part. And then you got this one. That one's cool. I know a lot of the real famous lines, you know. Well, I guess I shouldn't say a lot. I know quite a bit of the real famous lines. Anyone gonna come on here? Say what's up. Need to do my beard, man. My beard's getting crazy. Need to trim it up. Need to smile more in videos. I'm always like, hey guys, how you guys doing? If I smiled more, I'd look like I'm happy more. Which, I mean, I am happy. I just, I don't know, it's weird. It's like when you're looking at a camera, like, why would you smile, you know? It's funny, I just went to YouTube and I see that I'm live. Maybe I should watch my own live video. It'd be funny. And then I could go in the chat and be like, hey man, how you doing? And then I could talk to myself, you know? I'm doing pretty good, how about you? And then, that'd be pretty funny. You know, all of this Hamilton stuff here lately, the criticism, it's just funny, man. It's so silly, you know. What's funny is the left, the liberal people, which I've never been really a huge conservative or huge. I've never been liberal now, but they when Hamilton first came out, they were all about it, man. You know what I'm saying? And now, since the white man is the enemy, the white man is the oppressor, again, majorly in America. Now Hamilton is not politically correct anymore. You know, now all the founding fathers who had slaves are, forget about those guys. Cancel history. Everyone, throw out your history books. We got to cancel history. Just forget about it, It's like Men in Black. They're going to do the thing to you, It never happened, Oh, man. I'm talking about it because I actually me and my wife just watched Hamilton last night. And I thought it was really interesting. Actually, my wife thinks I'm a huge nerd because after I watched it, I've always found America's history interesting and the beginning of America interesting. But last night I was like super into it. I was on a kick, man. I still kind of am, where I was just like looking up everything about colonial life, colonists, the first colonists and how they lived, and just different stuff, the different founding fathers, like about their lives. And I don't know, I've never really been that interested in history, honestly. I mean, it's funny, it's like when you get older, you start getting interested in stuff that you thought you never would. And so that's probably what I'd be doing right now, actually, if I wasn't doing this, is looking up more stuff. I just like to do that, go on YouTube and learn about random stuff. It's fun. But yeah, man, I don't know. Politics right now is just nuts. It's like the right versus the, I don't know. I guess I shouldn't say, but I think the left has just lost their mind. I mean, ever since this whole thing started, I've said the whole entire time, how can you justify, how can you justify all of this stuff? Like, I understand that for one, I can't really understand it because I am a white guy. And I get that. I get that, it really isn't my fight. You know what I'm saying? I do get that. And I've always been a guy where, I don't call myself a centralist, or I really don't give myself a label at all, because I like to think about all sides of things. And that drives my dad crazy. He just doesn't, he just thinks I'm a fence straddler who needs to figure it out. No, I'm just kidding. But my point is, like, whether you're a Republican or Democrat, like, violence used to be violence. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, violence used to be a bad thing, whether you're a Republican or a Democrat. And now, all because of the justification, because they put, because what the left has done is they've turned racism into a word that you can just call anyone who doesn't agree with you. And that's not what the word racist or racism means. Just because someone doesn't agree with you doesn't mean that they're racist, okay? And really, when you're doing that, you're devaluing the entire word, because they do. The racist people do exist. I'm not one of those people that doubt that. Of course they exist. You go watch history and you'll know that, the Ku Klux Klan came about, and there still is members, I'm sure, I don't know that much about it, but there is racist people, I'm not doubting that. But at the same time, I don't believe that the percentage is as insane as they say it is. But I didn't grow up in urban, neighborhoods. And anytime I try to talk about it, that's all I hear back is, you're a white guy, you can't have opinion, But the problem I have is, like, don't mess with business owners. Don't do it. Don't mess with entrepreneurs. Don't mess with statues. That's history. What's the point? It's silly. You're not going to do anything by doing that. Excuse me, that was a burp. Don't cancel things. They're the whole new cancel culture. I love watching PewDiePie because he's one of the most famous, popular YouTubers, and he makes fun of all that shit. Don't cancel. What the whole offended culture. If I say something that offends you, I'm sorry. This is America. It's free. It's freedom. Now, there is a difference between hate speech, like saying racist things. I don't believe in that. I don't believe that is part of free speech, honestly. But you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a line to everything. Balance is part of life. And so I'm not saying I agree with that. But this whole time, this whole movement's been on, I've just been like, why do white people feel like now they have to say that they're not a racist? You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't raised that way. I don't have to prove to you that I'm not a racist. You want to know how I prove to you that I'm not a racist just because I don't agree with Black Lives Matter? I'm in here teaching any, race of kid every single day in my studio about music, because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me. I wasn't raised that way, And when the left makes it such a big deal, white guy here, Asian guy, black guy, of course we have races, of course we do. But when you make it such a big deal, then it's gonna become, they're trying to make it a big deal, They're literally perpetuating racism. They literally are, whether they know it or not, And I'm not saying it doesn't exist. Like I said, it does exist, but. And it's fine. And I honestly believe that if the movement has helped, racism be more of awareness kind of thing, like with police officers and stuff, from that point of view, that's fine, But you got to draw the line, You can't just keep protesting every single day. You can't light buildings on fire, churches on fire, At that point, it's no longer about anything to do with racism. It's just, anarchy, lawlessness, and ridiculousness, and defunding the police. The argument that I've heard is in the urban areas, in ghettos and stuff, the police are really prevalent, and so black people feel like they're getting bullied by the police. That's what I've heard from, the black community. And like I said, I didn't grow up in that kind of environment, so I don't really like to talk about it. But at the same time, if you defund that, then there's going to be less police presence. The small percentage of police brutality is now going to become a big percentage of people who aren't as safe as they used to be, whether you think that or not, because that's the police's job. When you take away bodyguards, if one bodyguard was hitting somebody, but the other 20 were not, you just took away all 20 and the one. And now you have, I'm not going to say no. I know defunding doesn't mean that you don't have police anymore. I understand that. That's where the right does take things. Both sides love to exaggerate certain things, right? And so I'm always aware of that, and that's why I don't like to pick a side per se when it comes to politics, because they both do exaggerate things all the time. But anyways. Wow, I didn't realize I was going to get into all that. Talking to myself. Fun stuff. I've been trying to build a community on YouTube for I don't even know, 7-8 years. And I don't know. I think I need to show more of myself and who I really am instead of just playing music, I think I can probably build a community better doing that. Cam's smart. He shows a lot more of his personality in his videos than I do of mine. You kind of have to get over the whole talking to a camera thing, I'm still not over that, you know what I mean? I'm working on it. But with my Instagram, I've been uploading drum videos every day, or trying to, so I can build that following up. But it hasn't really. A little bit at a time, A little bit at a time. I'm gonna grab the guitar and play some guitar or something. By the way, you can always cancel culture my channel. No, honestly, I'm not like that. If you don't agree with what I have to say, I'd rather hear you. You know what I'm saying? I like debates, honest debates, not, my side's right, your side's wrong, I like debates, So that's why the whole cancel culture thing is kind of silly anyways, because it's like, if you don't agree with someone, talk with them about it, Have a conversation. Tuning is the most entertaining thing anyone has ever done. I really need a lot of guitar work done. I just don't want to hit my guitar guy up because COVID's been going on and the studio hasn't been doing we're not ready to shut down or anything, but we're definitely not grow. Well, we actually are. I'm doing certain things that help it grow strategically, like I always have. But whenever I pick up a guitar now, hell yeah, guitar guy's here, fella. How you doing, man? Anytime I literally pick up oh, is that Taylor? Like Taylor Gorman Taylor? Well, dang, I wonder how many people I got on here. It tells me I have no one on here. Did you like my political rant? I'll get, what's the word? I'll get oppressed if I try to say my opinions on Facebook. I just went on a whole political rant, dude. Anytime I pick up a daggum guitar, this is the disease I have. I play D, C9, and G. And then I get stuck on that. And then I might move into D, B minor, A, G. Oh man, we're getting somewhere now. And it's not that I don't know others. I don't know, man. I've been in definitely a rut when it comes to guitar. I haven't learned anything in a while, and I'm just like, oh. I don't know. That's funny you're here, though. Dude, I need a lot of guitar work. I ain't even gonna lie. You want to see what I'm dealing with? For one, this thing needs strings, but it's kind of a piece of crap. And then look what happened to this one. My Fender, it dropped, and I know all you got to do is replace this dude, but I got to replace this dude, take the screws out, and put the new one in, and then obviously new strings, because I tried to put another D string from another guitar, and I was like, oh man, it won't tighten up. I tried though. I tried to rig it. Really, the only guitar I got that's worth anything right now, playing wise, is well, I think I actually need a whole new tuner. Cause see, it's kind of broke. I guess you could glue it technically, but it would have to be something that would be so tight that would allow this leverage to happen again. No, you couldn't. Yeah, I guess you could glue it. Yeah, because that spins like that, yeah. I don't know. But yeah, that's funny you're on here, dude. I'm over here confessing. I'm like, I need more guitar work, but I don't want to pay for it. Oh, man. It's getting kind of bad, though. One of the best guitars I have right now is this bass, man. Bass strings, they hold on for a minute. You know it? Freaking thing loves to short out on me, though. This is on Facebook? Wait, what? I hope it's not on Facebook, because I'm going to have a mob over here in about 15 minutes. A bunch of crazy liberal motherfuckers on Facebook. Oh, yeah. For the kind of stuff I said. Which I think I've been, you know, I'm always very, like, I think about both sides of things when you're talking about issues and stuff. I just started talking, because I saw Hamilton last night. And all this new cancel culture thing, like people are saying, I don't know what they're really saying. Cancel Hamilton, what does that even mean? What are you gonna do? You're gonna burn all the copies? What are you talking about? So silly, History's history, brother. We burned witches too, They don't exist. I don't know. Shit happened, We used to hang people, shit. Yeah, it is. Corona and all that. At least your students have been staying all right. This is my guitar instructor, by the way, for if there's any other people watching, because it literally says zero people are watching, and apparently at least one person is. But yeah, man, if people, I'm trying to build a daggum community on here so that people can get on here and be like, yeah, man, I want to, normal YouTubers who go live, they have people commenting and shit. I try. That's all I could say is I try. I've already been on here for almost 25 minutes. Lord have mercy. Well, it was good talking with you, Taylor. I think I'm going to get off here. I'll see you, dude.